Athletics baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Last night, the Green and Gold's young talent led the way, ending the Yankees' domination in Oakland. Not realizing the magnitude of facing baseball royalty, 4 rookies shine. Yoenis Cespedes' 2-run home run supplied the offense, while the arms of A.J. Griffin, Sean Doolittle, and Ryan Cook dominated the Bronx Bombers' potent lineup. Tonight, fellow rookie Tommy Milone will look to follow in their footsteps, try and become the first 10-game winner on the staff. Can the A's master the mighty Yankees again? Game 2 is next. Friday Night Baseball from the O.Co Coliseum. Another big crowd is expected. It's game 2 of this 4-game series. A's and the Yankees. A's won last night 4-3. Tonight, they'll send their rookie left-hander Tommy Milone to the mound. And this matchup, well, it's a matchup of stars for the Yankees, veteran stars, and the young stars for the Athletics. That includes Yoenis Cespedes. So we're looking forward to another exciting night of baseball here at the Coliseum. You'll see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball, along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, usually when a team is playing great baseball, which the A's are, Ray, there's usually a group of unsung heroes, and it's the A's bullpen that fits that bill. They're doing such a great job. The starting pitchers really have to go about 6 innings because they can turn it over to a great bullpen, as was the case last night. And remember when the Yankees were in town, they didn't know who Sean Doolittle was. They found out last night, 3 up and 3 down. It was Grant Balfour as the closer. He's now the setup. Doolittle did a great job coming in and pitching the 7th inning. And this guy, he is just coming in. He said, I could have pitched 20 innings last night. He blew fastballs by the hitters. And then, of course, Ryan Cook was not the closer. He is now giving up a home run. That was a big strikeout of Ibanez. Did a great job picking up the save. Bullpen did an outstanding job. So, pitching matchup, Ivan Nova for the Yankees, Tommy Milone for the A's. So, a righty and a lefty. 5-1, the record here at the Coliseum for Tommy Milone. The only loss against the Yankees, in which the Yankees shut out Milone and the Athletics. Nova, a great curveball. If you remember the game he pitched against the Yankees, it was his catcher establishing his great curveball early in the game. It turned out to be a good one as he went 7 innings. Great matchup. If Tommy Milone continue his success here at the Coliseum, it will be a great one for the A's. So a lot of excitement last night. We're expecting it again tonight and the rest of the weekend. The A's and the Yankees as we get set for game 2 of this 4-game series. Stick around when we come back to the Coliseum. We'll have lineups and first pitch, A's and Yanks.
Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Well, it's Authentic Fan Friday tonight, and that means the Comcast Sportsnet Value Deck just above us, packed. They're having a good time, having fun. The Comcast Sportsnet Value Deck, always the place to be. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. A nice night, 69 degrees, so a little bit warmer than it usually is here at the Coliseum.
That means it's going to be even more perfect on the weekend. It's just a nice night. Ball was carrying during batting practice, and the warmer weather creates that effect, so it's important that Tommy Malone tonight keep the ball down, utilize a changeup, maybe get some guys rolling over on the pitches, and give his infielders a lot of work.
Yankees lineup tonight looks like this. Derek Jeter will lead off at shortstop. Curtis Granderson in center. Mark Teixeira at first. Alex Rodriguez DH last night. He'll play third tonight. Robinson Cano will DH. Swisher in right. Jones in left. Nix is at second. And Russell Martin will do the catching. There's your Yankees lineup.
Tommy Malone looking for win number 10. As his only loss, as we indicated, came here at the Coliseum. His only one loss against these New York Yankees. Good changeup as he won his last start. That was against the Minnesota Twins over the weekend at Target Field.
Defense for the Athletics. It has Cespedes in left, Crisp in center, Reddick in right. Inge, Sogard. That's right, Eric Sogard is back in the big leagues. Weeks at second, Moss at first with Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. So we'll tell you how Eric Sogard got back to the big leagues in just a moment. So Derek Jeter steps in, and we are set to go for game 2 of this 4-game series. Tommy Malone kicks, and the first pitch of the ball game is sliced foul. So 7:07 first pitch on a beautiful night at the ballpark.
Not surprised to see Derek Jeter. He is a leadoff hitter, but he does not take a lot of pitches. You throw him a first pitch fastball, which Tommy Malone did. Fortunately, had a little bit extra on it that he fouled it to the right side.
There's the good changeup, and Jeter swings and misses.
Hitters have a tendency to swing at the delivery of a pitcher who throws a great changeup, and Tommy Malone is in that category.
Granderson in the on-deck circle, followed by Teixeira here in the first inning. And on 3 pitches, Jeter strikes out, and that's out number 1. So you saw Eric Sogard at shortstop. The A's have placed Cliff Pennington on the disabled list with elbow tendonitis. First time Pennington's been on the DL. So sometimes there's a reason for a guy struggling.
Exactly.
Felt it a couple weeks ago, right?
Exactly, and that's he's trying to play through it, and thought the 4-day All-Star break would help. Did not help that much, so he is on the DL. Eric Sogard playing well at Sacramento.
There's a shot toward right field. Reddick has it go under his glove. He does get enough glove on it to keep it from going past him, and Granderson's aboard.
A lot of sun in right field, and that's what Josh Reddick is looking at. A little tough sometimes to pick up the ball off the bat. That might have been the case. And he's looking into the sun. The ball, as was the case last night, more of a sinking drive by Derek Jeter that was not able to handle. This one probably affected by the sun. He has his sunglasses on. They may not be helping that much.
So here's Teixeira. Teixeira hit 5th in the lineup last night, hitting 3rd tonight. And the first pitch is a bit outside. 252 and 19 home runs, 64 runs batted in for Teixeira. And a sacrifice fly last night. Fastball inside corner strike.
The ball that Mark Teixeira hit straight away center field. It turned out to be a sac fly with the bases loaded. And he said the fact that the ball was running away from him just enough. Inner half, he probably would have tried to pull it. Might have been a slam. Had to settle with a sac fly. That was a big out. especially bases loaded in his power.
Maybe the biggest of the game, besides the 27th out. Nice play by that gentleman. Check it out.
Section 215, 216. Plaza level. Great snag.
Yeah.
Not below the value deck.
Alex Rodriguez waits in the on-deck circle. A 1-out single by Granderson. Teixeira reaches for it. Suzuki flips the mask. He's going to have not enough room. First row right behind.
This was very odd. First and second, line drive left field. Cespedes thought he had caught the ball. The transfer dropped, and they ruled it a no-catch, non-catch. And so Cespedes threw the ball back in, overthrew the third baseman. Griffin made your typical 7-1 put-out. And if he had flipped the ball to Brandon Inge, it would have been a double play to get out of the inning. Look out.
Well, I thought about that play. I saw a highlight of it today, and it looked like the umpire did not make the right call, but he did make the call right away.
Quickly. Yeah. That's important.
And that is important. I mean, there was no way the Yankees could say, well, we didn't know what the call was, because Brian Knight, who was the third base umpire, he did call it right away. So when you see him kind of doing the no catch, there's your call. The Yankees on the bases looked like they did not know what the call was.
The old assumption, they assumed line drive, that ball was going to be caught, so they decided not to run. Fortunately, the A's did get out of the inning.
Pitch to Teixeira is tapped toward short. Sogard has it. They'll get the out at second. Throw back to first, not in time. Fielder's choice for Teixeira.
Good changeup, and that is a very good pitch for Tommy Milone. As we know, you get hitters rolling over on the ball, and you just called up, you might as well get tested early, and that's what happens to Sogard. Nice feed to Weeks. No chance really for the double play. Ball hit too slowly, and that allowed runner Granderson to get on top of Jamal Weeks very quickly. No real collision, but up in and enough. He could not get enough on the throw. It's going to be tough to double up Teixeira anyway. Almost to the point you don't even want to throw the ball.
First pitch to Alex Rodriguez is a strike. Changeup strike percentage this season. It goes by month. Sure, change up for a strike that often, as long as you're not hanging it. Well, you'd prefer guys to make contact with the changeup, right?
Well, especially with Teixeira, gets a couple of strikes on him. 2-2 count, maybe looking fastball, pulls the string on a changeup, gets a ground ball. Sometimes that's going to be a double play. The two changeups back to back to Alex Rodriguez, both to the outside part of the plate, sinking away. First one called a strike, the second one a little bit off the plate, but great location, especially to a power hitter.
So 2-1 to Rodriguez. Now 3-1. Rodriguez had a couple of base hits last night. He also scored a run. 643 career home runs for Alex Rodriguez.
Not your typical left-hander in the on-deck circle that you're going to be okay with. I think right now for Alex Rodriguez, does he sit changeup? Good time to throw it to the power hitter on 3-1.
And he went with a fastball, and it's called a strike. High strike by Bill Miller.
He might have been looking changeup and decided I better walk and hope it's a pitch out of the strike zone. Bill Miller liked it, and you can see why. Alex is a tall player and about belt high.
So Teixeira will take off. And that one's chopped off home plate. Weeks charges, and he keeps his foot on the bag. And that was a heck of a play by Jamal Weeks.
That was a great play. Wide receiver play.
Base hit and a runner left. No score after half inning. Starts with Coco Chris, then Weeks, Reddick, Cespedes, Smith, Moss, Inge, Sogard, and Suzuki. So Ivan Nova, the big right-hander, is set to go to work against that A's lineup. His first pitch to Coco Crisp is a fastball outside.
See in this game how much Martin, catcher, calls the curveball with Nova, as he did back in May. Well, last night swinging early in the counts. Martin, of course, did not start the game, and Stewart did. Came in late.
Still 3-0. Coco has his average all the way up to 242. Thanks to his 3 hits last night. He's got 13 hits in his last 33 at-bats. That's a .394 average.
Now Teixeira moving back at first base. Alex Rodriguez staying close at third. Last night it was Teixeira catching one, missing one.
That will call the strike, and Coco doesn't like it. So neither team happy with Bill Miller's strike zone. I don't think Alex Rodriguez was too thrilled his last at-bat. And that's not a strike.
Ooh. Yeah, Bill Miller set up on the inside right shoulder of the catcher. So there is an angle that will play into the calling. Home plate umpire.
And that one hit toward Teixeira, and Coco's not going to be happy. And he ends up grounding out when probably feels like he should be at first base with a leadoff walk.
Nova, 10-game winner for the Yankees. Not really overpowering. His fastball reached about 93. Throw 2 and 4 seam fastball, curve, slider, and changeup. .418 earned run average. Eddie Garcia last night over 5 ERA. With the Yankees offense that now scored at least 3 runs, 43 consecutive games. As the A's ended their 10 straight of 5 runs or more in a game. They stopped that last night. Nice easy delivery from Nova. Tall pitcher, but just a very easy delivery. But the ball jumps out of his hand, gets on the hitter very quickly.
Weeks chases a high fastball. 0-2. This is the play that ended the top of the first. It was a pretty nifty play.
And this is with Teixeira running. Thought there would not be a play at second, but it's like a ground or a throw to second. Jamal Weeks keeps his left foot on the bag as he caught it. Excellent play. Teixeira had to be thinking the throw was going to go to first since he was on the move on the 3-2 pitch.
And it would have been a close play at first.
I don't think they would have gotten it. I think Alex was out running out of the box quickly. And
another 0-2 pitch to Weeks. And he swings at a pitch in the dirt. So that's out number 2. Here's the defense for the Yankees. Jones, Granderson, Swisher in the outfield. Rodriguez, Jeter, Nix, Teixeira on the infield with Russell Martin. There's the future Hall of Famer, Derek Jeter.
'96, his first season. Like it was just yesterday. He probably feels like it was just yesterday also.
It's funny, you always think about, you watch Jeter. How will you talk about Derek Jeter 30 years from now? When somebody says, what kind of player was Jeter? Numbers were great. But I think the thing that stands out, I mean, the numbers are great, but probably just his leadership.
They always talk about the Orioles way. There is a Derek Jeter Yankees way.
Yeah, that's right. And just as much Derek Jeter's way as the Yankees way. It goes hand in hand, obviously.
And I think somebody like that, you respect him enough as a player, and with his longevity and an overused term in the game of baseball, but I think it's appropriate for Jeter. He's a gamer. He loves to play the game. Only one season has he not played in October in postseason. He didn't know what to do. It's understandable to play as long as he had and finally missed postseason.
And that one's fair. Shot down the right field line. And Reddick heading into second with a 2-out double. So Reddick gets double number 17 on the year.
Left-handers like to drop the head of the bat on a low pitch, and Josh Reddick did it there. Just dropped the head over to Teixeira, past Teixeira, just inside the line, according to Wally Bell. So Cespedes comes up, as he did last night with a runner on base. Last night it was Jamal Weeks.
And Cespedes is a very hot hitter. 7-game hitting streak. 14 for 26 in those 7 games. The average now at 293. First pitch is a fastball inside, 92 miles an hour.
That might have been a wasted fastball, just a pitch to show Cespedes. Nova, especially with his catcher Russell Martin, they like to use slider, curveball, something other than a fastball, especially with the runner in scoring position. We'll see how they approach Cespedes, who is a run producer.
Again inside, and again it's a ball, 2-0.
Slow pitch softball players, you'll love this. Curveball. He went down and raked it. A line drive in the left field, and no shot. Even Freddie Garcia loved it.
So 2-0. That one on the ground. Jeter ranging far to his left, makes the play, throw to first, and he's safe. So Jeter saved a run on a very nice play, but he could not get the speedy Cespedes.
What a play, though. Thought as far as Jeter was playing him in the hole to pull, that the ball might scoot under his glove. But great range. Normally you see an infielder dive for a ball to keep a run from scoring, but Jeter makes the play so well that he caught the ball, spun, thought he had a chance to throw out the speedy Cespedes, but fortunately when Cespedes jumped to the bag, hit it hard, and he could have been called out, but got the front part of the bag, which is very important. So far it looks like he's okay.
So runners on the corners for Seth Smith. of misses outside.
Well, Exmo Jeter reaching down to the outfield grass. The 360 picked up his target. Perfect throw. Great stretch by Teixeira and a bang bang play. And that's how close the play was. Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. And Exmo showed that Wally Bell made the correct call again. Got the big toe in the front of the bag. Cespedes jumped at the bag. Don't like to see the jumping the bag though, because that's. Saw Brandon Moss hit the bag hard. Seemed to be okay. Really jams the leg and the foot when you jump into the bag the way the guys did.
1-0 to Smith, hitting .248 with 10 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Blocked by Russell Martin.
This will be the telling tale of the pitching of Nova and calling by Martin on 2-0 and a fastball hitter's count. What kind of pitch he gets.
He got a high fastball and had a good swing at it. Big 2-out single last night for Seth Smith. Made it a 4-0 game.
And he did say after the game, he said, yeah, I thought about being a left fielder. So that's a good idea. We wanted Dick Callahan to mention it. He's the DH tonight. Maybe Dick can mistakenly call him the left fielder and have two lefties. Just to get the thought out of his mind that he is DH.
And that one is a fastball that runs up and away, and it's 3-1. .128 batting average against Nova with runners in scoring position in 2 outs. Wow. See that stat, you're surprised his ERA is over 4. Quick meeting between Nova and Martin. A's are 48 and 44 on the year, so this is game number 93. And coming into today, they are a half game behind the second wild card team, and that's the Tigers. The A's and the Orioles a half game behind the Tigers. Both of those teams, though, won their games. So the A's will have to win to keep pace. And that pitch is outside, and the bases are loaded. So a 2-out rally for the Athletics.
Batting in the sixth position, first baseman, number 37.
So the bases are loaded for Brandon Moss. Now those are updated. Tigers won their game, and the Orioles won their game. So the Orioles stay a half game back. The A's drop a half game back, pending the outcome of this game. Rays are still playing. The Indians lost and the Jays won. So those are updated. So 8 teams all within 3 games of those 2 wild card spots.
Excellent first pitch curveball from the right-hander to Moss. Not throwing the Uncle Charlie right over the top. 12-6 curveball. There's another one.
So that one down in the dirt, and Moss missed it. So 0-2.
Pitch like that is why his numbers are so good with runners in scoring position. Seth Smith took the pitch for a ball. And Moss too anxious and swung over.
So 0-2. Moss trying to battle back. And another breaky ball. This time he rolls it foul.
That type of a curveball, you can pick up the spin. You can see the rotation of the baseball and the seams and know that with the spin, it is a curveball. And if it starts out low, it's going to end up below the strike zone.
Another 0-2 pitch, and this one towards center field. Granderson coming in, and he's going to get there. Side retired. So the A's lead the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. No score after one. Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. Proud to welcome Thomas the Tank Engine and friends. Details at roaringcamp.com. Second inning, no score. Each team with, actually the A's with the big opportunity with the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Could not get a run home. Yankees had a hit in the first inning, but could not score.
Only thing the A's did was force Nolan to throw a lot of pitches. Did get out of the inning. 17 in the first inning for Tommy Malone. Some very good defensive plays.
And that one almost got Cano. The Yankees are 57-35. How close did it get? Oh, my goodness. It's like it went right through his leg. But that record is, as we said last night, still the best record in the major leagues. They're 27-18 on the road. They will finish this series here, obviously on Sunday, and then they will go to Seattle for a 3-game series Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So West Coast swing for the Yankees. They've won 9 out of 12. The A's have won 11 out of 13. So two teams that are playing very good baseball. Their lead is 8.5 in the East. That is over the Orioles. Cano reaches for it, and skies one on the infield. And Weeks has it for out number 1. The best records in July, well, the best record belongs to the Athletics, 8-2, or make that 11-2, excuse me. Yankees are 10-5. Tigers continue to play good baseball. Next, Tigers won tonight in that big showdown series. It's the Tigers hosting the White Sox, and game 1 went to Detroit 4-2. That was a pitching matchup of Verlander and Peavy. So Detroit now just a half game behind the White Sox with the game 1 win in that series.
I don't think that surprises too many baseball people.
Those two,
that the Tigers are doing what they're doing.
Just a matter of time.
Yes, and in reality, we talk about it a lot. We play a 162-game schedule, and it's called a marathon for a reason, unlike postseason where it is a sprint. But when you have 162 games and you know your club is good enough and maybe it's going to take a little time for them to to work and gel together. It's just a matter of time. Jim Leland. I thought Leland, when they had a game right after the break, I mean, it was a tough loss for the Tigers. But his comment was, "Oh, this is a great game. Well, you had to be here to enjoy. This was just fun being a part of this. You just lost a tough game."
Yeah.
And he's looking at it as one of the best games ever to watch. So you have somebody that plays the game that way and manages. You want to play hard for him.
And you think about how great the A's have been playing for 5-6 weeks now. But we're not even 2/3 of the way through the season. This is game number 93 for the Athletics. Of course, you do the math, 2/3 of the way through would be 108 games. So they're still quite a few games away from being 2/3 through.
Brett Anderson, to your left, will be going out on his rehab assignment tomorrow.
Swisher takes a fastball down around the knee. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout for Malone.
And the A's 4th fireworks show of the season is on Friday, August the 3rd. The show is set to the sounds of the Olympics. It is presented by Chevron and begins after the A's play the Blue Jays here at the Coliseum. Bring the family and your picnic blankets and enjoy the show from the outfield grass. On-field capacity is limited. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/fireworks. I think it's interesting now that little disclaimer is put in there because so many people want to go on the field that if you don't get out there early, you're going to be shut out.
Yeah.
So good crowd expected, and when David Renetti and his crew start putting the yellow tape out on the field to keep them off the infield, and they open the gates, take off.
There's only so much room.
That's it.
Andrew Jones hits one hard but foul.
Nick Swisher has an excellent eye, but sometimes even good hitters can be fooled. Maybe look for a certain pitch. That was a strike. I don't think there's any doubt in his mind it was a strike. Just a question whether he was looking for something else.
Another ground ball foul. 1-2 the count to Andrew Jones. 12 home runs, 26 runs batted in for the veteran Jones.
You see that guy wearing number 12, Eric Chavez? I guess number 3 isn't available.
No,
so he goes 1 + 2 = 3. The great favorite.
Change up, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Malone with a couple of strikeouts. Bottom of the second coming up. Inge, Sogard, and Suzuki will hit for the A's. Stay up to date everything athletics with Casey Pratt. Follow Casey on Twitter at Casey Pratt CSN. Log on to A's Talk on CSNCalifornia.com all season long. Read Casey's news and notes on the Oakland Athletics. Beautiful night in the Bay Area. No score between the A's and the Yankees. It's the bottom of the second inning. Brandon Inge to lead it off against Ivan Nova. Nova threw 26 pitches in that first inning, but the A's could not push a run across. They left the bases loaded. .197 for Inge with 8 homers, 40 RBIs. He was 0 for 4 last night. Big curveball catches the outside corner.
It is a big curveball, and Russell Martin brings it back into the strike zone.
And Inge swings and misses, so that's strikeout number 2.
Ivan Nova against the Athletics on the 25th of May, and as I mentioned, Russell Martin established the curveball early. Got thrown a lot, which happened to be out of the strike zone, but started getting it in the strike zone. That was the beginning of the sweep and the beginning, the continuation of the 9-game losing streak. The Yankees playing right in the midst of that streak.
Sogard bounces one towards second. Jason Nix has it. Yeah, that was the first game of that 3-game series. Malone pitched the 3rd game, and he's got shut out. Different ball club now are the Athletics.
Batting ninth and catching.
So here's Kurt Suzuki.
Suzuki.
The A's will go to New York late in the season. Very late. It's September 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. It's the second to the last weekend of the season. That's part of what is a long road trip for the A's. They'll have 3 in Detroit, 3 in New York, and then 4 in Texas. Well, the Yankees will probably be trying to wrap things up at that point. Nothing against the other teams in the AL East.
It's September when they can increase the roster to 40. The Yankees have probably increased the roster to 40. They will add players in September.
0-2 pitch. Suzuki swings and misses, so a 3-up, 3-down inning for Nova with a couple of strikeouts. 3rd inning coming up. No score. Cache Creek's tropical riches win cash and prizes daily through September 3rd. Visit cachecreek.com for details. Top of the 3rd inning with A's and the Yankees scoreless. Jason Nix to lead it off.
Remember how we talk about when a pitcher's pitching well, you hope your own pitcher pitches just as well. That was the offense of the team down. In this case, the Yankees. Well, Tommy Malone has a chore tonight because Nova has settled down, pitching well.
A line shot by Nix right into the glove of Inge, and that's out number 1.
I think Tommy Malone is doing the same thing, pitching very well. Great change up to end last inning with Jones, and this line drive. It's just a matter of not how you hit them, is where you hit them, and Nix right into the glove of Brandon Inge.
Well, we're getting used to it. A's starters just rolling along. Amazing. You look at the team statistics in the American League, and the A's had the best team ERA in the American League at 3.42. They have the best starters ERA. They have the best bullpen ERA. This makes the catch. In fact, they lead by a fairly significant margin in those team statistics. Yankees are third, but the Rangers at 3.68. And the A's, on the flip side, they've been scoring runs for a while now, but they're still last in the American League in runs scored.
But you hold the opposition down, you don't have to score as many.
That's exactly right.
That's the success. And you watch teams that have excellent pitching and defense, you realize they don't have to score a lot of runs. There's no way the A's are going to outslug teams. Sure, they've hit home runs more than they did last year at this time. Double. And they've come through with some big hits, big home runs.
Yeah, they made the hits count more in the last couple months. Like that one from Brandon Hicks. Jeter takes a strike, and it's 0-2.
He did such a great job, he hasn't played since. Back-to-back fastballs. First one, Jeter talking to Kurt Suzuki. This one on the inside corner. Painted perfectly. I don't think Jeter is ever concerned about getting 0-2 in a count. He got over 3,000 hits. Doesn't concern him.
Just missed, but a good 0-2 pitch.
That was a great 0-2 pitch. There are times you get hitters swinging at them, times you get the umpire calling it.
Well, this is where it's always kind of fun to watch the Yankees and know that it becomes more of a challenge, I think, second time through the batting order, third time through the batting order, because they do such a great job of adjusting to what the pitchers are throwing. So watch how they go at Malone this second time.
Hey, game he pitched against them back in May, and that's exactly what happened. The Yankees started looking for pitchers. Andrew Jones got him. Has such a great changeup. Some guys can sit soft and be able to hit it.
Sogard charges to get a good hop, straightens up and throws out Jeter. 8 in a row retired by Tommy Malone, so he's rolling along. No scores. We head to the bottom of the third.
That's Brandon. Are collecting donations to assist the victims of the Waldo Canyon fire in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Both attended Cheyenne Mountain High School in Colorado Springs, which is currently being used as an evacuation shelter. All donations collected will go directly to local charities that are assisting fire victims. To make donations, go to oaklandathletics.com/fire. Brandon was saying they're going to have an online auction soon. He would let us know. He and Amanda have put everything together, and so they're doing a great job raising funds for fire victims.
Tough times in Colorado
just
right
thinking about that. Very tough times.
Was it Aurora, which is, I believe, a suburb of Denver?
Right? Yes, it is. Aurora, Colorado.
Tragedy today, so our thoughts and prayers there with that situation. That's hard to figure out. It's going on in somebody's mind. 0-2 to Coco Crisp. Goes after that curveball. Crisp bounced out to Teixeira in the first inning.
26 pitches, as you mentioned, for Nova in the first inning, but only 8 in the second. And best thing the A's could do is get him out of the game. He has a great curveball.
Coco, right field line, and that's fair. And let's watch Coco go. Swisher picks it up. Coco's not stopping until he gets to third with a head-first slide.
Still say one of the most exciting plays you'll see in baseball. Nova decided to throw a fastball, something straight, and Coco Crisp hooked it down to the corner, and Nick Swisher did as best as he could to get to the ball. But you're right, healthy legs, Coco Crisp, he's thinking 3 all the way, and it's all on his own. He looked quickly at Mike Gallego, but he was thinking 3 headlong, dive and slide, and what a great, great play. And this is a gift run, infield back with the exception of the corners. Coco with his 3rd of the season. That was a great leadoff triple. Should have walked in the first, as you said, and might have stolen second, getting scoring position. Now he's there with nobody out.
First pitch to Weeks, not close.
You're tempted as a catcher when you see a pitcher is throwing such a great curveball, and I think the plan for the Yankees, especially, nobody does not like to give him a fastball with runners in scoring position. He threw one to Coco, but he figured got to stay with the curveball. Martin has done a good job blocking them so far. Oh, this is fun to watch, especially a guy who's healthy and can't run. Did you ever run like that?
Oh yeah, this morning.
Is that when you woke up from the dream?
To get the newspaper, I sprinted to the end of the driveway, put the brakes on.
Jack said, "Daddy, what are you doing?
Don't hurt yourself." Toward Granderson, he's going back, plenty deep. Crisp tags. Here comes the throw, and the A's lead 1-0. So Jamal Weeks with a sacrifice fly. It's his 14th RBI of the year.
And the best thing you said, Granderson going back, which meant as shallow as he was playing with Jamal Weeks, by going back, he was not going to have a chance to throw out Coco Crisp. Excellent job of hitting, just using the big part of the field. And Coco in the starting blocks, he goes into a slide, as Granderson made a strong throw, but definitely not enough time.
So 1 out. Here's Reddick. Nova again misses with that breaking ball. Reddick doubled down the right field line in his first at bat. They're going 0 for 3 last night.
Malone already has more runs against the Yankees in this start than he had in his start in May.
That was a 2-0 shutout by the Yankees.
This is what Mike Winters saw, and saw a strike, which is correct call. Expo doesn't lie.
Fastball, strike on the outside corner, 1-2. is hot. It was Kuroda and Soriano shut out the Athletics in that Tommy Malone start here at the Coliseum on the 27th of May. It was a 2-0 final. In fact, Malone in 2 consecutive starts lost both starts 2-0. He lost that one, and then he went to Kansas City and pitched well and lost 2-0 there. It was a Sunday afternoon at the Coliseum.
Pitched well, and you give up only 2 runs to best hitting team in the league. You deserve more than a loss. It's what he got, but pitched well. And remember, just a rookie. 8 wins before the All-Star break. Picked up his 9th against the Twins. His first start back after the break.
Well, he's a rookie who leads the A's in innings pitched. Cespedes, a rookie, hitting .296. Another hit in the first inning to extend his career high hitting streak to 8 games. Fastball runs inside. His hit in the first inning was a ground ball up the middle that Jeter made a nice play on. But his throw to first was late. Cespedes beat it out. That was ripped up the middle. Nix dives, can't get it. Cespedes is 2 for 2.
Here he had the cue shot to second base last night. This a bullet. Bat speed is just unbelievable. It's one thing that the Yankees have to really be impressed seeing Cespedes play for real for the first time. And Exmo, and look at that back foot actually comes up off the ground. That's a little bit strange to see. But whatever, it's working with Nix diving. And that's the amazing thing. I talked to Chili Davis, the A's hitting coach, about that. I said, have you ever seen a hitter swing with a ground ball with the quickness in which it goes through the infield? He said, never. But his bat speed of Cespedes, and Chili, a great hitter. That effect's so good that Dallas Braden trying to pick his brain. That's what pitchers do. But I've not seen that before. Just quickness of the bat, the ball through the infield. Guys are diving for the ball and it's already past them.
Smith walked to load the bases in the first inning.
Thing about Cespedes, talking about his average approaching 300. Hit a home run last night for his 12th. His speed, he's a legitimate 5-tool player. He can do everything you want to see from a player, from fielding to hitting, speed, power.
And he takes off. Martin's throw is not in time. Stolen base. Cespedes slid off the bag, but he's able to get back.
Stolen bases.
Speed. Did you mention speed?
The acceleration, and Ricky Henderson, the all-time greatest base stealer, when he took his first step, he was at full speed. That's what Cespedes just showed. He went around as Jeter was in front of him, so he tried to go around him, and that's quickness, even getting back to the bag. So he avoided Jeter and the tag. Could not keep his hand. Jeter, as always, continues with the tag, but Cespedes is able to get back.
Smith, a shot fouled on the right field line.
Remember Ricky stealing, as soon as he took off the first step, full speed. La Potencia. Venezuela, man. The power, and he's got it all. Power in the legs, power in the swing. I think just as importantly, he's having a lot of fun playing the game of baseball.
He's starting to look like he's more relaxed.
Yeah.
That one tapped back to Nova, who reaches out with his throwing hand, grabs it, flips to first side, retired. He looks to be okay. A's get a run. Coco Crisp with a leadoff triple. Weeks with a sacrifice fly. And we're through 3. It's the A's 1, the Yankees nothing. Could be him. Granderson, Teixeira, and Rodriguez. 2, 3, and 4 for the Yankees. Malone, a first pitch strike. The big series down in Anaheim is underway. The Rangers and the Angels are tied 1-1 in the 4th inning. Holland for Texas, he's 6-4. Weaver for the Angels. Weaver's 11-1. So we'll keep you updated of that series, including tonight. Those two teams still have 13 games left against each other. So
they go a half a season without even playing.
That's right.
That's amazing.
6-game lead for Texas over the Angels in the West. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Granderson strikes out. That's the 4th strikeout from Malone.
Bring your kids out to the Coliseum Sunday, August the 5th, when the A's play the Blue Jays. That is a huge weekend against the Blue Jays. We've already talked about the 3rd, 4th, and now the 5th. 7,500 kids will receive an A's Jamal Weeks drawstring backpack. It's courtesy of Washington Hospital of Fremont. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. I know about that hospital. It's a good one.
You've been there? more than you want to know.
I just say it's good. Dr. Whalen, Dr. Heineman, some good doctors over there.
I think you've been there.
Yeah.
When you start throwing doctors' names out there, you've been there.
They're just good people over Fremont. Washington Hospital, glad to see they're sponsoring the Jamal Weeks backpack.
Good pitch to Teixeira on the outside corner. 1-2. No walks, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit allowed by Malone.
And like A.J. Griffin last night, on top of the mound, gets the ball, gets the sign, and throws.
Little jam shot. Weeks spins around, and he's not going to be able to get it, and it'll drop for a hit. Here's our Ford right choice for tonight. June 12th of this year, Alex Rodriguez hits a grand slam in Atlanta. It's the 23rd grand slam of his career, tying with Lou Gehrig for the all-time lead in that category. Gehrig had sole possession of the Grand Slam record since July 5th, 1934. And the guy he passed was Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth finished with 17 career Grand Slams. So Alex Rodriguez with the Grand Slams. 17 home runs away from Willie Mays.
Robin Ventura with 18 Grand Slams, managing the White Sox. I think the most notable Grand Slam that turned out to be a Grand Slam single was one of the playoffs when he had a walk-off Grand Slam, but celebrated before he hit second base.
That's right. For the Mets, I think against the Diamondbacks.
That's right. That's exactly against the Diamondbacks. You're right on.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Good mix-up there of the curveball first pitch, swing and a miss, then thinking maybe soft, got a fastball, couldn't pull the trigger, and that's the pitch that Alex Rodriguez likes to extend his arms. Very powerful.
Short lead for Teixeira at first. And that one's cued. Weeks is not going to be able to get it, and it's going to make it into right field. Teixeira's going to test the arm. The throw is there. Forget about it. Not even close. Not a very good idea, and you could tell that Reddick was going to have a great shot at him, and he hesitated a little bit around second base.
I think the hesitation, Kuyp, was he saw the ball got past Jamal Weeks. Once that happened, he thought it was hit slowly enough, but that's a barehanded grab and a perfect throw to Brandon Inge. And Mark Teixeira out. Exmo right on the money. Perfect throw. And Josh Reddick said, I've not been given a lot of opportunities. And I said, that's because your arm is so great they don't want to test it. But Mark Teixeira did try to make something happen. Reddick got him his 9th. What a perfect throw. And remember, a barehanded grab. Not an easy play to make.
So instead of first and second, 1 out for the Yankees. See right there.
Yeah. Well, he looked to third almost as if, and I don't know if he got an indication to run. Maybe he did, but I think the biggest thing that once it got past Jamal, who was playing, of course, with a shift, playing Alex Rodriguez towards second base. Good effort. Good try, but just ran up against a very strong and accurate arm in Josh Reddick.
0-1 to Cano. If you're not a fast runner and you hesitate, probably a bad idea to keep going.
Yeah, you can't pick it up that quickly and go. You're right. Josh is so happy. He's got his high school coach, baseball coach from Georgia, in a group here watching him for this weekend.
Rodriguez short lead at first. 0-2 to Cano. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. 5 strikeouts for Malone. Cano does not agree. Reddick putting on a show with his arm, and the A's lead 1-0. Brought to you by Evergood Sausages. Pick up Evergood Sausages at your local grocery store today. One nothing, the A's lead. It is the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a good look at the Comcast Sportsnet Value Deck. Pretty good crowd up there tonight. Authentic Fan Fridays here at the Coliseum. A's trying to make it 2 in a row over the team with the best record in the major leagues, the Yankees.
Well, we talked about you play solid defense, you get great pitching. You don't have to score a lot of runs. The A's have 1, trying for 2.
And Moss rips one to the gap and one hops the wall. And Brandon Moss is going to hold up at second with a leadoff double.
Well, the difference in the first inning, bases loaded, flew out to center field this time, leading off the inning. It's a fastball, inner half of the plate, and just unloads, crushes it on the 0-1. And Brandon Moss in X-Mo, head down, great follow through. Double, split the gap perfectly in right center. That's a one-hop shot in any elevation at all. It's a home run.
So runner in scoring position, nobody out for Brandon Inge. Sogard will be next. Inge takes a first pitch strikes. Inge struck out swinging in the second inning, one of 3 strikeouts by Ivan Nova.
Well, last night had the shot of Brandon Inge. He had a check swing followed through with the bat, and he had a kind of a funny look going back into the dugout. He was saying that
that one hit toward right center, and nobody's going to get it. And that's off the wall. Swisher plays it quickly. Moss will round third. He'll come in to score. Inge with an RBI double, 2-0 Athletics.
Great approach, just simply trying to hit a ball to the right side to advance a runner. Boy, did he crush it. Another line drive, another mistake by Nova. Wanted it inside. It was outside. And Brandon Inge once again extending the arms. Crashed off the wall. An easy double for him. Great swing. He is powerful. Brandon Moss making sure over the head of Swisher, able to score easily. So textbook baseball. You got him over and also got him in. So back-to-back Brandons.
Yep. Here's Eric Sogard.
He may drag a ball now and bunt it towards the first base side. That'd be a nice play.
Sogard takes a strike. If you're just joining us, Eric Sogard called up from AAA. Cliff Pennington placed on the disabled list.
Sorrentino was on with glasses.
It's left elbow tendonitis for Pennington. Arizona State. Huh?
That's great. I just think when A.J. Griffin pitches, you're going to have two players when Sogard plays short wearing glasses. Maybe I have to check with the lines. That might be a record in today's book.
One roll foul. See what Sogard did in Sacramento the last 3 games? Did you read that? On Tuesday, the River Cats played 18 innings. On Wednesday, they played 13 innings. Yesterday, they played the conventional 9 innings, but the game was over 3 hours, and Eric Sogard played every inning. 40 innings in 3 days. Nova fouls it around, and everybody's going to be safe. He had it about 3 times, but could never pick it up clean.
And it was almost as if he forgot about Eric Sogard. Looked like he was thinking about Inge off second base. He reached down, and the worst thing you could do is panic as a fielder, and he panicked. Reached down, had it. So Inge was off, and then just gave up. And that's the surprising part. There he knocks it down. Goes through his leg. See him looking at Inge?
Yeah.
It's
he was worried about Inge and not Sogard.
And Inge was getting back easily. After he initially took off, he was going to get back easily. Got an error.
And here's Kurt Suzuki. Kurt to bunt, and he bunts it toward Alex Rodriguez. And he's going to get the job done. So Suzuki with a sacrifice puts runners at second and third and 1 out.
Again, textbook. Kurt Suzuki knows that he wants Alex Rodriguez to field the ball, the third baseman. That allows the 2 runners to advance.
So a sacrifice fly and a sacrifice bunt for the A's in the first 4 innings of the game.
Bob Melvin was pointing to his eyes. Watch, see what the infielders do. Telling Mike Gallego and also Brandon Inge at third.
Curveball just a bit low. Crisp with a ground out and then a triple leading off the 3rd inning, and he scored on Weeks' sacrifice fly. Another breaking ball. This one is a strike.
This is Bill Miller calling the pitch where it goes over the plate, not where Martin catches it, because if that was the case, it's a ball down near the ankles. But it's where it crosses the plate.
Strike 2, 1 and 2. Softballing him, huh?
That's what he does, especially if he has a runners, in this case second and third, infield in. He was looking for a strikeout. Coco's just looking for contact, and preferably to the outfield.
in the dirt. Coco does not swing.
These are times when catchers are very important. Runner at third. No stride by Coco. Ball in the dirt. Excellent block by Russell Martin. Pitcher, you have to have confidence in your catcher. You throw the curveball down where you're supposed to and have confidence that he will block it. Kurt Suzuki is perfect in that regard.
And he got him swinging. Martin will throw to first. Runners hold, and that's out number 2. So not a fastball to be seen,
nope.
huh?
Nope, not surprised. And that's a big one. He wanted the strikeout. He got it. Now the infield can move back. So he stayed with the pitch. That off speed. Freddie Garcia last night. And
yeah, you're right. 2 similar pitchers.
Yeah.
I mean,
really, you need to look soft, look off speed if you get in a situation where you can drive it and run. Now he goes fastball. A lot of this because the infield's back. Now he's not afraid to have his fielders do their job. And Jamal just trying to do his, and a couple of runners out there. I've always felt that with 2 outs, or let's say in the case of Coco, the pressure is on Coco with the infield in to make some contact. Once there are 2 outs and you're a hitter, pressure is, hey, they're already 2 outs. So that's a big hit if you get it, but not as much pressure as if there's just 1 out.
A little pop up, and that will do it for the Athletics, but they get a run on the RBI double from Inge. We're headed to the 5th inning, 2-0 Athletics. Twice. Jeter right? No, Don Mattingly.
Donnie Baseball.
Boy, 238 hits in 1986. Jeter's done it once, but the key there is he's tied for the American League lead this year. So Don Mattingly, of course, now the manager of the Dodgers. That was not him sitting there in the stands. He is, where is Don Mattingly? He's in New York. Playing the Mets. Swisher to lead it off, followed by Jones and Nix, top of the 5th. Pop up. And that will bounce right on the bullpen mound. So as always, Ray, the rumors are heating up, but there were a couple trades today. An interesting one, you see where the Royals, who had just designated for assignment Jonathan Sanchez, which means you have 10 days to trade him. Well, they did trade him. They traded him to the Rockies for Jeremy Guthrie, which I was a little surprised by. We certainly have not seen both these guys all year, but I still think Jeremy Guthrie is a quality starting pitcher. Obviously, confidence may be shaken a little bit, but
yeah, just get him out of Colorado.
I just think he could still be a quality pitcher. Jonathan Sanchez, there's a little more iffy there, but the point is nothing against Sanchez, but I would have thought that the Rockies could have got more for Guthrie.
That's a good point.
I don't know.
Especially if you DFA designate a guy and then you have the time to trade, and that means that really you could have waited. Nobody picked him up. You could have negotiated with him as a free agent.
And there's the changeup, and Swisher strikes out for the second time.
It's hard to do. Swish is very good, very knowledgeable of the strike zone, protects, but when you have a good changeup like Tommy Milone has thrown this season, and especially tonight, that's what happens. Good hitters look and are fooled badly. And Swish way out in front of the changeup.
So here's Jones, who struck out swinging in the second inning. Jones goes after the first pitch, fouls it just to our right.
You're going to see a strikeout in Exmo. I want a changeup, leg kick, out in front, stride, and
where's the ball?
The bat is through the zone and already following through before Suzuki catches the ball. That is a great changeup because that simply means the hitter is swinging at the delivery of the pitcher. And that's why Tommy Milone from the left side, such a good changeup. And we'll say the same thing tomorrow night about Jared Parker from the right side.
25% of his pitches are changeups. 2 pitch. He tries it there on Andrew Jones, but misses outside. Fastball. Jones had a pretty good swing at. Gentleman on the phone made the play. 1-2 pitches in the dirt. There was a 10-player trade made today. That's right, 10
really?
Like the old days.
Wow.
It was between Toronto and Houston. Run through that after Jones is at bat.
They're taking in it.
10 players. So volume-wise, a blockbuster. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Another changeup, make it 7 strikeout.
Before the trade, we have to tell you about this.
Tell me about it. I want to know.
All right.
Dying to know.
Because when you're away, and you're going to be away from the Bay Area and can't watch the A's on Comcast Sportsnet California, take your team with you with MLB.TV. Subscribe today to see every A's out-of-market game live online in HD quality. Features include choice of home and away broadcast, multi-game viewing, the ability to pause and rewind live games. A lot of K's there. Visit OaklandAthletics.com to order MLB.TV baseball everywhere. It is good, folks. Get a chance, get it, and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Especially if you can rewind live games, you can look at the games in progress and HD quality. Pick your games. All right,
pick a game.
You better wait till the next half inning because you're not going to have enough time.
I'm going to whip right through it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Better hurry.
The Toronto Blue Jays got pitcher J.A. Happ, a left-hander.
Yeah, good one.
And relievers Brandon Lyon and a youngster David Carpenter. So Toronto desperately need pitching. And the Astros get Ben Francisco, an outfielder, Francisco Cordero, the reliever, and 4 minor leaguers. And they're to be named later. There's your 10. Strike 3 called. So Milone strikes out the side. We got the trade in. And it's the heart of the order coming up for the Athletics. Reddick, Cespedes, and Smith. 2-0 Athletics.
this, folks. Change up, switcher. Change up, Jones, strikeout. And then he fools Nix with a fastball, throws him with an 0-2 fastball. So that's 4 Ks in a row by the A's Tommy Milone, mixing up his pitches perfectly. He and Kurt Suzuki on the same page.
Reddick to lead it off, and then Cespedes and Smith against Nova. A's with single runs in the 3rd and the 4th. Tommy Milone cruising along with 69 pitches through 5 innings. Reddick got a fastball on 2-0 and fouled it back 2-1. Angels have scored 3 times, and the Angels lead the Rangers 4-1 in the 5th inning. Big overhand curve, stays inside, 3-1.
And the A's last night did something that you always like to see a club do, and that is add on. 1st and the 3rd, they scored 2, but they had more opportunities. Tonight, they had a big opportunity last inning after scoring 1, but left a couple of runners on.
Reddick rips one fair. This one will rattle around in the corner, and Reddick's going to have another double, and the A's are going to have another leadoff hitter aboard.
So take advantage of the opportunities and capitalize. Nova fell behind, got the 3-1. And a duplicate of the hit in the 1st inning. Fastball, missed location, as was the case. An Exmo, leg kick, foot down, swing through, and a great one on top of it. That is a great swing. Josh Reddick. And you can look at his size and say, how does he do it? Don't look at his size. Just watch him. He can do it. He has a great swing. He's not the muscular type, but he knows how to swing the bat, look for pitches, and make good solid contact when he gets the pitch.
First pitch to Cespedes, inside corner strike. That is 4 doubles and a triple for the A's in the first 5 innings. Cespedes gets a hit here. His average is going to go over 300.
That's exactly what you're talking about. One more hit would do it. Started at 293 tonight.
Oh-2 pitch. That's hit toward 3rd, hit hard, but right at Rodriguez. Fires it across, and that is out number 1.
Well, pretty impressive. Saw a couple of curveballs and reacted on a very good fastball from Nova and hit a bullet, but happened to be right at Alex Rodriguez. And Rodriguez looked Reddick back, and he almost took too long by looking back because Cespedes was flying down the line. Just a natural reaction for an infield on the left side to look the runner back, but Cespedes, tremendous speed out of the box.
So an RBI opportunity for Seth Smith. Curveball snaps in there first strike. Looked like maybe he threw that one a little bit harder. Smith a walk in the 1st and a bouncer back to the pitcher in the 3rd. Smith 1 for 5 in this series. And now he's behind the count 0-2. Teixeira on the backhand. The seat of his pants throws to Nova, and they get Seth Smith for out number 2. So Reddick heads over to 3rd. Here's our Chevron pitching matchup for tomorrow night's game against these Yankees. Phil Hughes and Jared Parker.
Number 37.
So a couple of right-handers will go at it. It'll be an hour earlier tomorrow night, 5:30 A's pregame live, and then 6:05 first pitch. So Saturday night baseball from the Coliseum. Day game on Sunday. The A's will travel on Monday to Toronto. That'll be a 6-game road trip. 3 in Toronto and 3 in Baltimore. First pitch to Moss is a strike.
Remember the first at bat, bases loaded, curveball, curveball. Second at bat, leading off, fastball, double. This time runner third, curveball. It's a pattern, something that he does very well.
Up the middle, Nix ranging to his right makes a pretty nice play, and the A's, the leadoff double by Reddick, they can't get him home. We're headed to the 6th inning, 2-0 Athletics. Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking is better than free. They pay you. A nice crowd tonight. Not a sellout, but maybe mid-20s. That's my guess.
Exactly.
2-0 the A's lead. Tommy Milone has been terrific through the first 5 innings. He's got 8 strikeouts and no walks. He has struck out 4 in a row. He faces Martin, Jeter, and Granderson here in the 6th. Inside to Martin, who popped out to Moss in the 3rd inning. Changeup misses.
Well, the A's have 2 runs. Tommy Milone pitching great. His 3 hits in the first 5 innings, but also knows that they could have more runs on the board. Excellent changeup, backed up changeup. That's one thing that Kurt Suzuki does a very good job with Tommy Milone. Not afraid to back up changeups, keep throwing them, and first one missed outside, came right back with another one after the hitter definitely looking fastball.
This one's looped to shallow left field. Sogard is going to get out there, and he makes the catch. So 1 out here in the 6th inning. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Len and Ray question. Log on to csncalifornia.com to post your question. Bill from Sacramento asked, how is Roy Steele, the voice of God, doing these days? Well, we asked Troy Smith, the A's senior director of marketing. He said Roy's doing well. He's living in Auburn. Good news is he will be coming to the 20-game win streak celebration on the 18th of August. And he hopes that he'll be able to play a part in the pregame celebration as the public address announcer. So we love Roy Steele. I'm sure he's watching. We wish him the best of luck, and we'll look forward to seeing him on the 18th of August.
I just saw Chet Farrell as he was heading over to Diamond Vision, good friend of Roy's, and here it is on the bobblehead day, April 17, 2010. The voice of God. There is Chet Farrell, his good friend, catching the first pitch, giving the high target, and Roy threw a strike. Well, he is, and there's no doubt that the voice of God, Roy Steele. So you play in Oakland, you have Roy Steele introduce you, you play Yankee Stadium. Yes, unfortunately, he passed away, and that is Bob Shepard. But every time Derek Jeter, there's Chet Farrell, working over in Diamond Vision for many, many years. But Derek Jeter still has late, great Bob Shepard introduce him at Yankee Stadium. So we'll find out in September as he introduces Derek Jeter. As he plays, he will be introduced by him. Which might be it forever. Well, this is the fastball, and that could have been called a strike. That was close enough that Derek Jeter probably would not have had anything to say to Bill Miller.
Fastball into Jeter, and he grounds it foul. Count remains 1-2. By Tommy Milone, it seems like he's been ahead of every hitter. Strikeout, ground out to short for Jeter. After a couple of hits last night. Taps that one slowly. Moss has it, flips to Milone, and Jeter beat him.
Wow. Another one. Just a play that first baseman ranges too far to his right. Jamal Weeks is there. And Tommy Milone hustling to first base, had to reach back for the ball. Brandon Moss did not lead him to first base. When you have to reach back, slows down the pitcher and could not get to the bag quickly enough. So a third strike that maybe could have been called, just missed, and then off to the right side and ranging too far to his right. That's unfortunate.
So here's Granderson, one out. That's the fourth hit for the Yankees. Big shift is on, and Granderson takes outside. Listen, you always worry when you really kind of give up an out that should have been had, and then you have the heart of the order coming up.
It takes an easy, relatively easy inning, turns it into a stressful inning, even just with runner on base, because these guys have the power at this part of the order.
Slider for a strike, 1-1 to Granderson, who singled in the first, struck out in the fourth. Granderson was 0 for 4 last night. Jeter, short lead, and now 2-1 is the count. Sogard, the shortstop, playing to the right of second base. Outfield is deep, and Granderson hits one very high to right field, but playable for Reddick. And he's got it, and that's out number 2.
And you can take a deep side there because he just missed that. And he looked for it, the pitch. He got the pitch, just got under it. After missing with a fastball inside, Tommy Milone came back with a bit of a cut slider and just got under it. And he knew it. He's hit 25, and that's always the concern, and doesn't get any easier with Mark Teixeira.
Teixeira, fielder's choice, and a single.
I see Derek Jeter looking back to Wally Bell, saying maybe trying to get him to think about a balk call.
Teixeira, a shot, just fouled on the third base line. Teixeira 0 for 3 with a walk in last night's game. So 1 for 5 in the series. Lays off the high fastball. That was pitch number 85 for Malone.
Well, that's where you have to throw the fastball if you're going to throw it to the power hitter. Likes to extend his arms. Has power to all parts of the field. Inside could be just as much as a waste as anything. They're going to go back in with another one.
And there's a shot to left field, and that's a base hit. Didn't get it in enough. 2 on, 2 out for Alex Rodriguez. So Teixeira has a couple of singles.
Sometimes as a hitter you just feel the catcher inside again. He's off the plate, closes up after opening with his stance. And just happy he got some topspin on it to keep the ball in the park.
So Rodriguez will hit. He has grounded out and singled. His single was just a little cue shot off the end of the bat that got into right field. So 3 for 6 in the series with 3 singles for Rodriguez. The first pitch had a good rip. Fastball just missed inside. Good guy to get here. Cano is in the on-deck circle.
Just off the plate, had the height. I think Suzuki thought it had the plate also as he held it for Bill Miller. Didn't hit the call.
1-1. Swing and a miss on a good changeup. Jeter at second, Teixeira at first.
Fastball in, miss, changeup away, perfectly thrown down in the way. He's thrown some good ones to Alex Rodriguez. Oh, another one into the dirt, in the swing.
And he did throw it. It was moving in a little bit, and it's rolled foul.
Hard for a hitter with a pitcher and a good changeup, and of course fastball hitters like fastballs. That's the importance of having a changeup where you throw it exactly the same as you throw your fastball, and Tommy Malone does that excellently.
Tapped toward Inge. He's got it. He's going to go to second. Side retired. So Malone gets out of it. A couple hits and a couple of runners stranded for the Yankees. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 2-0 A's.
Coors Light Freeze Can. Coors Light Freeze Can is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 2-0 A's lead, bottom of the 6th inning. Inge is going to lead it off. So the bottom 3, Inge, Sogard, and Suzuki. Nova's first pitch in for a strike with a big overhand curve. Inge had an RBI double in the 4th inning. Back-to-back doubles to start that inning. Moss and Inge. His fastball runs inside. Nova has allowed 7 hits. He has struck out 4. He has walked 1.
Yeah, he said that it seems like Tommy Milone's ahead of every hitter, which he has been pretty much, but also seems like the A's should have about an 8-run lead.
Yeah.
But that's what makes his game so great. 2 very good teams playing head-to-head. That's why the pitching, and Tommy Milone is showing it. Great sequence of pitches getting Alex Rodriguez out in the last inning, top of the inning.
A's have stranded 7 through the first 5 innings. Alex Rodriguez, a couple steps to his left, and that's out number 1. You don't want to strand too many guys against the Yankees.
Now batting shortstop.
So 1 out for Eric Sogard.
Eric Sogard.
The Mariners and the Rays are still playing in St. Petersburg. It's 3-3 in the 14th inning. Angels 4, Rangers 1 in the 6th inning. First pitch to Sogard is outside. Sogard has grounded out and reached on an error by the pitcher. Sogard's numbers down in AAA. He's hitting .323 in 36 games with 5 homers. 22 runs batted in. .410 on base percentage.
Mentioned all those extra inning games, and Eric Sogard playing all those innings. Our good friend Johnny Dasco calling all of those innings
by himself.
All by himself. He might have been calling the ushers, come up and help me, just come and visit with me for a little bit.
Hang in there, Johnny.
Oh yeah, Johnny's a good man.
Oh yeah, one of our all-time favorites. What did we say was the Johnny was with us for what?
Month.
Yeah.
About a month.
What was the average on how many times he made us laugh in a day? It was like 7, I think. Was it's funny. Oh
yeah,
man.
whether it was, well, we never saw him taking the bus to the park because he always walked. He wanted to see the sights, see the cities.
Yeah, but he was there 9 hours before.
Oh yeah, he wanted
pitch.
to check out every new stadium that he saw, and he got to see some good ones.
The stadium wasn't open yet. Johnny was standing there staring at the lock on the door. Let me in. I want to see this place. He was fun.
Yes, he was. Well, Brandon Moss said tonight, and of course Brandon been up and down, but he said, I'm living the dream. Well, Johnny Dasco got to live the dream also after 19 years toiling the minor leagues broadcasting, and got a chance to taste the big league life, and he enjoyed every minute of it.
Nick's backhands. Sogard is out. 2 outs. Well, join us tonight on A's Post-Game Live. It's the A-Team. It's Friday night. That's when we do the A-Team. Radio and TV simulcast. And 4 broadcasters, Ken Korak, Vince Catroni, Ray Fosse, myself. We'll get together and have an unscripted roundtable discussion about tonight's game. It's the A-Team coming up after the game on A's Post-Game Live and also on the radio at 95.7. The Game. So those 2 gentlemen right there, they will slide over here. And we'll have some fun. Suzuki checks his swing. So the count 0-1. Kurt with a strikeout and a sacrifice.
Tomorrow night starter, Jared Parker. One of the Brandons growing the facial hair back. Shaved enough. Got his home run to walk off.
Teixeira is going to reach out and not quite be able to make the play. So 0-2 to Suzuki. Bullpen is empty, so Tommy Malone will head back out for the 7th.
That is a padded low wall that Mark Teixeira took a peek to see how close he was. Just put the glove out, reaching, and just came up a little bit short. Yankee Stadium, he doesn't move.
So Suzuki strikes out. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning, and 6 in a row retired by Nova. 2-0 A's after 6.
May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. On this date last year, former Athletic and Yankee Hideki Matsui leads off the 6th inning in Detroit, hits his 500th career home run. Japanese native hit 332 of those in Japan before collecting another 168 since 2003 playing in the major league. So he was a good guy, Hideki Matsui. And that was a good night for him in Detroit last year, now playing with the Rays, who just won 4-3. Was it 13 innings or 14 innings? 14 innings. So the Rays beat the Mariners. 0-1 to Robinson Cano, who'd be followed by Swisher and Jones. And it's 0-2.
What was the crowd tonight?
24,148.
Pump that up a little bit more tomorrow night. 6:05 first pitch, and then on Sunday afternoon. People talking about last night. Well, the A's only have over 23,000 on Thursday night for the Athletics, and ready you'd like to see sellouts.
Sogard reaches down, and it goes under his glove. So Cano is aboard. So probably a ball Sogard should have caught. He kind of came in on it.
Well, it was cute also slicing away from him as he went in to try to catch it with a bare hand or backhand and then throw. And so that in X mode, the short hop, maybe trying to catch it in the air, almost did. And I think that's probably what he was trying to do more than anything. Goes as a hit, and the hit streak continues for Cano. What, at 23 now?
It is at 23. So a leadoff single. That's the 6th hit for the Yankees, and here's Swisher. Swisher has not looked good at the plate against Malone. He's probably not terribly happy about it. Nick Swisher not happy with the fans here at the Coliseum. I was a little surprised to hear that. He said he'd never been booed this bad anywhere.
You know, I talked to Swish about that, and it was basically, I think, as Nick described it, there were some things said in right field.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
too.
About his wife, you know, getting very personal. And as he said, he didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah.
He just said the booing,
Yeah,
which
I got you.
is understandable from his standpoint. But he was disappointed that some of the things were said in right field. And when you're in the outfield, of course, in New York, he's roll call. They love him. The right field, the bleacher creatures, and all that. But on the road, it's different. But he was a great player here. And he was traded. It wasn't as if he left as a free agent and signed with the Yankees. He was traded to Chicago and moved on to New York. But, you know, it's a newlywed, and
Not necessary.
it was not necessary.
No.
Absolutely not.
And you know what? I think most players, if you want to say nasty things about me, fine.
Yeah.
But don't say nasty things about my family.
Exactly.
So you know what? You can't really blame Nick Swisher for being mad. I mean, if that's the case, and I'm sure it is. It's just not necessary to bring up family members. Three and one the count to Swisher. Jones in the on-deck circle.
So go change up here. Good.
Yeah, good one.
And good time to back it up with another one. See if Cano runs. Yes. Excellent change up. Might have been a strike regardless, but Swish was trying to make it a tie game.
So Cano at first. He's got pretty good speed. So Malone is right at 100 pitches, and we're going to get some action. Oh, a big pitch, 3-2, nobody out. Cano with a short lead. He's not running, and it's tapped slowly toward third. Inch charges. He's going to go across the diamond and get Swisher. So Cano goes to second.
Well, good pitch. He rode over on the changeup. No double play as the ball was hit too slowly. Brandon Inge thinking about second, but realized it would have been a close play, and no reason, especially as slowly as the ball was hit, able to reach. And once he gets the ball in his glove and in his hand, the arm, the strength of his arm, that's not a problem. So once again, Tommy Malone will have to pitch. Runners in scoring position.
Scribner, Blevins getting loose as Andrew Jones digs in. After Jones, it'll be Jason Nix. First pitch to Jones is a changeup that catches the outside corner.
Kind of a great location because Jones opened up looking first pitch, maybe first pitch fastball to try to hit it hard someplace. So the change up away, even though it was up. Good location.
That one drops low. Malone's season high in pitches is 112. Slider that's down and in. Swisher getting checked out by the trainer. Two-one pitch, drive inside corner. Jones disagrees with Bill Miller. Nick Swisher may be heading in.
Perfectly thrown inside corner. Maybe he thought it was a little bit low.
Nick Swisher's walking into the clubhouse.
He might have hurt himself running. That seemed like he's swinging okay.
2-2 pitch. Fastball way out of the strike zone. Jones chases it for strikeout number 9 by Malone.
Got him twice with change-ups, and you can see Kurt Suzuki going straight up the ladder, and Jones aggressively swinging at a pitch way out of the strike zone, but aggressive as always, and could not catch up with a little bit extra giddy up on the fastball upstairs. And that's a great example, a great illustration of how you change the eyesight. You get the hitter thinking down low, which the fastball inside was called a strike, down, but then went up the ladder out of the strike zone.
So here's Nix, who's 0 for 2. And he chases a slider down and in.
See that kind of a half swing, fooled by the pitch, tried to continue, tried to hold up at the same time.
That one cued past Mick Kelleher, the first base coach. Mark Trumbo has just hit his 27th home run for the Angels, and they now lead 5-1 over the Rangers in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Trying to find a position for that young man, weren't they?
Yeah, he's doing just fine.
When they signed Albert Pujols.
So 0-2 to Nix. Cano at second. Yeah, that's a pretty good take by Nix.
That's how great the changeup still. With the number of pitches he's thrown, he's continued to throw an excellent changeup. And you're right, for a hitter not to commit with a pitch like that, even with a check swing, pretty impressive.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A new career high 10 strikeouts for Tommy Maloney, and he works his way out of another jam. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum coming up. 2-0 A's. Strikeouts in 7 innings. As he is able to shut down the Yankees, not easy to do. A's with a 2-0 lead as we have hit the bottom of the 7th inning. So Andrew Jones moves over to right field. And Raul Ibanez comes in the game in left field. Remember, Nick Swisher just did not look good. sitting in the dugout, and he just walked into the clubhouse.
Seemed to be swinging okay, so unless something happened when he was running to first base and the slow hit ball to third, we'll sure get a report from the Yankees clubhouse.
So top of the order for the Athletics. And there's a strike to Coco Crisp on the outside corner. So Nova's still out there. 10 strikeouts, a career high.
Found out today, or actually last night, that for the first time, you should see bullpen activity for the Yankees, but for the first time, Sean Doolittle went back-to-back ever in his short time pitching, but pitching last night as he did. Had pitched also the day before. So I don't think he's available.
I was going to say, that's why we wasn't warming up.
Have your kids eat lunch with the A's this school year on Saturday, August the 4th, when the A's play the Blue Jays. 7,500 kids will receive an A's lunchbox cooler presented by Capcom. For more information and tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/tickets. So big weekend against the Blue Jays on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. A whole bunch of giveaways, great baseball. Of course, the A's are playing great baseball right now, and no doubt will continue. Especially going to play the Blue Jays next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and they got 7 fewer players, or 3. Well, they picked up 3 players.
Picked up 3 pitchers. Coming in and going into a dive is Ibanez. So Ibanez in the game, gets action, and he makes a nice sliding catch.
That was an excellent play by the veteran Ibanez, simply because he was playing shallow. Right Weeks had to slap the ball to left field, and going into the slide, robbing Jamal of a base hit. Not bad for a 40-year-old, or 20, or 30.
So Reddick goes after the first breaking ball, and he hits it foul. A couple of doubles tonight for Reddick. Both down the right field line. He's also popped out to third. That one into right field, and that's a base hit. Third hit for Reddick, a 2-out single.
And Josh Reddick with the hits, but how about his defense? Alex Rodriguez shooting the ball to the right side, and Mark Teixeira hesitated ever so slightly, and that was just enough for Josh Reddick to pick up the ball barehanded and throw out. Teixeira trying to make it a 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Instead, it was a runner at 1st and 2 outs, thanks to that great play by Josh Reddick, his 9th assist.
Blevins gets back up. Nova's first pitch to Cespedes is a strike. That was pitch number 105. Make it 106 for Ivan Nova. He's given up 8 hits. Worked his way in and out of trouble tonight. And has retired 8 of the last 9. There's a shot, base hit, center field by Cespedes. Reddick will turn the bag. He'll head to third. And Cespedes stays red hot. A's have 1st and 3rd with 2 outs.
How about Nick's diving for that ball? Great effort. The ball is by. Unbelievable power on a hanging curve and right over the top of the mound. And Nick's great effort, but he had absolutely no chance. Look where he's playing. That ball took 1 hop as he, the diving effort to his right, couldn't get it. It's a bad speed.
We're going to get a pitching change. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Jack in the Box. Get the all-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores.
2-0 the A's lead. They're looking for more. They have runners on the corners and 2 outs. So the Yankees, for the first time tonight, go to their bullpen. They bring in left-hander Boone Logan. And he's going to face a pinch hitter for Seth Smith. It's Johnny Gomes.
Logan has pitched one time against the A's this season, but good lefty out of Joe Girardi's bullpen. And no doubt Girardi knew that it was going to be a pinch hitter, Johnny Gomes, so they like the matchup. Johnny trying to show them that they're wrong. He's trying to do something with 2 outs.
First pitch to Gomes on the inside corner, first strike. 6 2/3 for Ivan Nova. He finishes with 107 pitches. That one just missed, so the count even at 1-1. Gomes swings and misses, and the count now 1-2.
Everything inside, a couple of fastballs, and now that slider down and in.
Cody Epley, sidewinding right-hander, throwing in the Yankees bullpen. Gomes waits. 1-2 pitch from Boone Logan. It's hit hard but foul. 6-1. The Angels now lead the Rangers in the 7th inning.
Couple of guys that throw a nice changeup. You got Tommy Malone, 10 strikeouts tonight. The guy sitting next to him, Dallas Braden, who will be coming back hopefully sometime before this season's over. And then a lot of forward and backward Ks. By tonight started Tommy Malone, 10 of them. Some nice signs they have. Same people must come out every game to put up those Ks.
2 pitch is popped up. Should reach the seats, and it will. There's Epley. Check out the delivery. So I'm guessing he's for a right-handed hitter.
I would think so.
Okay,
I'd say that's a pretty good chance.
Sometimes you just go out on a limb and you make a guess.
That's a great guess.
Moss is the on-deck hitter. There are 2 outs.
Look at the way Logan sets up against a lefty. That right foot's pointing towards the Yankees dugout. Crossfire across his body.
Gomes hanging in there.
Martin wanted the ball down on the ground and stayed up a little bit. Johnny Gomes always aggressive.
So Logan goes for a walk behind the mound. To a 2-out rally. Reddick with the single. Cespedes with the single. After Crisp and Weeks were retired. Setting up outside, and the pitch is outside. 95 miles an hour. 2-2 the count.
You start thinking all the pitches inside. The right-handed hitter. Then he throws a fastball away. Is it to show the fastball away and come back inside? 8th pitch in the at-bat. Except for one fastball outside. Everything else has been inside.
In the dirt. So a full count. Cespedes will take off from first.
Russell Martin tonight has done this 4 times with the run at third base. And you can think that there's a possible 4 runs that could have scored if he had not blocked the balls in the dirt. So he's done a very good job. And Johnny Gomes getting the slider down and in, and you have to think not going to give in to it. And another lefty in the on-deck circle. One thing for sure, we know Johnny's going to be aggressive.
Cespedes takes off, and Gomes takes high, walked in.
That's a great at bat for a pinch hitter, for anybody.
So now the bases are loaded. Brandon Moss steps to the plate.
Epley versus Carter, Logan versus Moss.
Yeah.
That's what the Yankees are looking at. Bob Melvin thinking the same thing with Gomes pinch hitting for Smith. But it's a little bit different now because Epley would come in. Carter probably walks. The way he's been swinging the bat and taking pitches.
So they're going to visit. Moss 4 for 24 against left-handed pitching this year. So here is Moss. First pitch, and he rips it foul. Slider that just laid right over the plate.
He was aggressive, but just too quick. Second time tonight, Moss has been up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He never got this kind of a hanger from Nova in the first inning. Stay aggressive.
Moss 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. That happened in the 4th inning. And it goes around on a fastball that, well, it looked like it actually ran in on Moss.
He's looking away, and it was definitely off the plate in. 2 runners are his, Nova's. He's given up 2.
Reddick at third, Cespedes at second, Gomes at first. 0-2 pitch, and he went around. So strike 3 called. A's leave him loaded. We're headed to the 8th inning. Still 2-0 Athletics. Racing in Sonoma. The NHRA Sonoma Nationals return July 27th through the 29th. For tickets, call 1-800-870-RACE. That's the giveaway tonight. If you're sitting up in the Comcast Sportsnet Value Deck, it's the authentic A's fan socks. or every home Friday. There's a special giveaway if you buy your seats up there. Jerry Blevins comes in. So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Jerry Blevins takes over for Tommy Malone. 2-0 with a 2.39 ERA for Blevins. And that one's drilled to left. And that one is gone. 2-1 A's. So Russell Martin hits his 10th home run. So that'll bring the Yankees dugout back to life.
Fastball supposedly down and in, or down and away. It's up towards the middle of the plate, and Martin almost hit a slider last night. Didn't, but got a fastball tonight.
So now the top of the order, and Derek Jeter steps in. Jeter is 1 for 3. First pitch is chopped towards Sogard, and that's out number 1. So Jeter is 1 for 4. 7 innings tonight of shutout baseball for Tommy Malone. He finishes with 110 pitches, and he finishes with a new career high in strikeouts. So a sensational outing against a really good offensive team.
Okay, 9 innings of no walks last night, no walks tonight by Malone. So that's pretty impressive with a team that's very patient. The Yankees are very patient, so it says a lot about a couple of rookies and back-to-back games starting, and another one tomorrow night, but pitching excellent baseball against a very good team.
And 2 good breaking balls, and Curtis Granderson takes them both, and they're both strikes. Norberto Scribner. Another slider, this one in the dirt. Last night, the A's bullpen threw 3 innings, and the only hit and the only run was the Swisher home run.
Alpha was great last night. It's Kurt Suzuki.
There's a baseball.
Time. Yeah, with the baseball in the outfield.
Cespedes will pick it up. Teixeira in the on-deck circle. Fastball. It's the first fastball Granderson has seen from Blevins, and it's high.
Switch hitter. And it's Teixeira. Another something in center field now.
The ball's loose in right field this time. Somebody needs some extra throws. Sometimes slow the game down a little bit. Get your bullpen guy a couple extra throws. Granderson, shallow center. Coco Chris coming in, and he goes into a dive, and he caught it. Making a slide. So Coco makes the play.
Now, during every home game this season, the A's will sell authentic game-used and autographed memorabilia in the West Side Club of the Coliseum. Items include autographed baseballs and jerseys, game-used helmets, bats, jerseys, and bases, lineup cards, and more. All items are authenticated under the MLB Authentication Program. A portion of the proceeds will benefit the Oakland A's Community Fund. So you have autographed baseballs and jerseys, then you have game-used items such as helmets, bats, jerseys, and bases, lineup cards, and more, and they are authenticated.
So Teixeira steps in, 2 outs, nobody on base. Martin with a home run here in the 8th inning to get the Yankees on the board. hits Teixeira.
And Suzuki. I just want to make sure he got the fastball inside, and Mark Teixeira, right in the left of the knee. And then off of the knee to Suzuki's chest.
Bob Guerin is going to the bullpen. Bob Melvin, excuse me. So Scribner's coming in with 2 outs to face Alex Rodriguez. Brought to you by Hyundai. It's tonight at 10:30 on our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Full highlights from the A's Yankees game, the Chopin Championship, and highlights from all around Major League Baseball. Some big series going on this weekend. And we think one of them's right here.
Absolutely.
2-1 is the score. Scribner to face A-Rod. And the first pitch, and that one's drilled right center, but playable. Reddick is under it, and one pitch. Scribner gets Alex Rodriguez side retired. A run on the Martin home run. It's 2-1 Athletics. All right, here's our game summary. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Big play in this game. Josh Reddick throwing out Mark Teixeira in the 4th inning. It would have been 1st and 3rd and 1 out. Teixeira is out. And then Back-to-back doubles by the A's in the fourth inning. Moss and Inge. And Tommy Milone terrific tonight. 7 innings, 6 hits, no runs, 10 strikeouts. That's a career high. So it is the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-7-1 for the Yankees. 2-9-0 for the Athletics. So Nova went 6 2/3 innings. Malone went 7 innings. Russell Martin hit the home run in the top of the 8th for the Yankees' only run. That's your game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. So David Robertson is the new pitcher. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. It's your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Robertson, hard thrower, takes over. He'll face Inge, Sogard, and Suzuki. First pitch to Inge is outside. 1-3. Good 2.36 ERA. Look at the strikeouts. 42 strikeouts in 26 2/3 innings. There was some talk when Mariano Rivera went out for the season that Robertson would do the closing. That has not been the case. Soriano is the Yankees closer.
They signed Soriano to closer money to be a setup man for Mariano Rivera. So it's understandable that he is in closer role. He's, as we always say, see the numbers about Ferrari, the Angels. 15 plus strikeouts per 9 innings, and Robertson right behind him.
2-1 to Inge. Good fastball right on the outside corner. 2-2.
91 with fastball, but it's a four-seam straight fastball. You think it would be easy to hit? Not necessarily.
Must not be with that many strikeouts. And there's a fastball right there. Inge could not pull the trigger. So that's out number 1. Remember, join us tonight on A's Post Game Live for the A Team. It'll be a radio and TV simulcast of Ken Clark, Vince Ciccione, Ray Fosse, and myself. We get together, talk about the ball game tonight, which we certainly hope turns out to be an A's victory. It's the A Team coming up after the game on A's Post Game Live and on 95.7 The Game. We'll all get together. Sogard takes a fastball for a strike. Cook is warming up. So Cook got the win on Wednesday. Got the save last night, so if he comes in, 3 nights in a row.
He just hung a slider in the bullpen and was screaming. So that's saying he'll get pumped up to come to the game. He was not happy with the pitch prior to the one. He just hung. Not often you see a pitcher get upset in the bullpen when he hangs a slider, but that's the intensity of the A's All-Star.
Sogard is 0 for 3. He did reach on an error, and that was in the 4th inning. A's with a single run in the 3rd and a single run in the 4th. And a breaking ball taps slowly up the first base line, and it'll stay foul. In that 9th inning, the top of the 9th, it'll be Cano, Ibanez, and Jones. Sogard battling David Robertson. Outfield shallow and around toward left for Sogard. And he drills one right center field, and that's going to get down. Jones is not able to cut it off. It's going to go all the way to the wall, and Sogard is not stopping. And he's going to get to third with a head-first sliding triple. So the A's have a runner at third and one out.
Oh, it's so important to get to third base, especially the one out. Try to go fastball inside, and Sogi just pulled the trigger. And once it got past Jones in right field, that was going to be 3. Excellent hitting by Sogard. Maybe think about those 40 innings he played in AAA. This is much better. Might as well go for 3. And he does. And now it's up to Suzuki to try to bring him in, as the infield will play in, but a huge run standing at third with one out.
His route out of the box forced him to run about 10 extra yards.
He knew he had it easy. They just wanted to go to the slide. That's 2 triples in this game. Coco Crisp tripled in the third. He scored on the sac fly. And that was the A's first run. They had one in the fourth, trying to add a huge one here in the 8th.
First pitch to Suzuki is inside. Don't forget about 4 doubles. Check out the route out of the box.
Well, that great follow through, and he goes inside and then outside. It's all right. He was
charging the mound.
Yeah, he was setting up to make that huge turn at first, and a quick turn.
Big insurance run, infield in. That one bounced foul down the third baseline.
Russell Martin again caught in the curveball. Kurt Suzuki knows how important it is for a catcher to block a ball in the dirt with the runner at third. Suzuki looks down to Mike Gallego as Martin looks in the dugout, and Gallego now talking to Eric Sogard. All that talk. Did a pitch out? Nope.
That one almost to the backstop.
That wasn't necessarily a block, but it was a catch. Inside, a backhand, and Russell Martin did a great job of catching the ball. No chance to get his body in front of it to block it, but a huge, huge run that he saved.
So 2-1 the count. 0 for 2 for Kurt Suzuki with a sacrifice. That one's chopped toward Jeter. He's coming home, and Sogard's going to be in a rundown. Martin to A-Rod, and A-Rod tags out Sogard, then throws back to second, but not in time to get Suzuki. So fielder's choice, and Suzuki not get Sogard home.
Well, it was a contact play. Sogard down the line. As soon as contact was made, he took off, but a very good play because he stopped and enabled Kurt Suzuki to get into scoring position. So now it takes a 2-out hit for the A's to score a run.
So it'll be up to Coco Crisp. Coco is 1 for 4 tonight, a triple and a run scored. And he's 4 for 8 in the series with a couple of runs scored. Robertson long look in. Suzuki at second. First pitch is breaking ball, and it's a strike. They checked down to Mike Winters, who said Coco Crisp went around. Cook is loose in the bullpen as he's standing on the mound.
That's a swing. Coco brought it back, but his bat hit went through the zone. Outfield playing shallow, except for Jones in right field. Remember, Swisher never did find out why he had to come out of the game, but Jones moved over to right field, and Mannions in left.
Swing and a miss. Another hard breaking ball.
curveball. And if you pitch when Russell Martin catches, you better be able to throw a good curveball. So he's going to call it. He's called a few.
Well, he has showed that he can block them too.
Yes, he can. Yes, he has done it tonight.
Pitch, and there's a heck of a block. That one bounced, looked like out in front of home plate.
He wanted it up high, then he wanted it down low, and so he bounced it about 4 feet in front of the plate. See, Martin does exactly what you're supposed to do. Exmo, blocks it, gets rid of the mask, reaches down, picks up the ball with a bare hand. And that's important. Get rid of the mask, because you have to pick up the ball in the event the runner takes off. You don't want to have your mask in your hand to try to do it.
Check swing. Outfield very, very shallow. That's Curtis Granderson, who's playing a deep shortstop.
Jones must not have gotten the memo in right field.
Abanez is very shallow left, but Granderson, it's almost comical how shallow he's playing. Robertson is going to step off. He wants to have a chat with Martin, make sure they're on the same page. A's looking for their 49th win of the year. The two teams ahead of them in this crazy AL wildcard race, the Angels and the Tigers, have both won, and the team that the A's are tied with, the Orioles, they have also won. That's a final. The Angels 6, Texas 1. Weaver gets his 12th win. Trumbo homered his 27th. Trout homered his 15th. I think we're going to say that a lot as the years go on.
A lot of years.
Trout and Trumbo homer. 2-2 pitch in the dirt, and now a full count. Jamal Weeks will be next.
Larry Rothschild to the bullpen. Tony Pena, bench coach, and Joe Girardi checking the lineup card. I don't think they'll give in to him. It's got to be another curveball the way he's throwing it.
It was, and it's bounced foul.
Well, it's such a pattern tonight, and not so much Russell Martin, the catcher, calling them, but Ivan Nova, great curveball. Martin called a lot. He threw a lot. Very successfully. And now with David Robertson doing the same thing. Fastball straight. I think if he throws a fastball and it jams him, he might get a base hit. Shallow outfield.
Fastball missed the target. It's outside, and it's a walk. So first and second, 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, number 19.
So Weeks will hit.
Think of times when a pitcher catcher fall behind a hitter, they'd rather not give in and start fresh for the next hitter. In this case, it's Jamal Weeks, and all this with 2 outs after a 1-out triple by Eric Sogard.
So Weeks is 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. First pitch is a fastball. Well placed on the inside corner. Weeks 2 for 7 in this series. Setting up inside, and a little foul pop. Alex Rodriguez makes a nice running catch. Hops into the A's dugout, gets a little help after he makes the catch, and the A's do not score, stranding a pair. The All-Star Ryan Cook is coming in. It's a 2-1 lead. The A's over the Yankees. A's with a 2-1 lead. It's the top of the 9th inning, and Ryan Cook comes in. He's going to try to save it for Tommy Malone. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Cook is in. Third straight game he has pitched. For the opponent's batting average, 111. And he's facing Cano, Ibanez, and Jones. First pitch is a slider down and in. Cook got the save last night, gave up the home run to Swisher. He got the win on Wednesday afternoon. And Cano down the left field line. Cespedes toward the corner, and it's gone. Two pitches into the 9th inning, and the Yankees have tied it. So really a line drive the other way, but it got out by a decent amount.
Missed the slider inside, came back fastball away, and Cano didn't miss it. That's what makes him such a great player, because he can use the whole field. And a line drive down the line. So 2 home runs, one last inning, one this inning. And all the runners the A's have left on base have come back at this point to haunt them.
We always worry about it.
Yeah.
So you watch where this ball landed. I mean, it had. When it was out by a fair amount, it's just a line drive. Ibanez with a line shot, and Inge has it. So that's out number 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. Clay Rapata, the left-hander, is still throwing in the Yankees bullpen. Well, with all the 9th inning heroics the A's have had this year,
yeah, it really does
get it to the 9th.
It sets up for another walk-off at this point.
Here's Andrew Jones.
Just needs to get the final 2 outs of this inning.
It'll be Reddick, Cespedes, and Gomes.
And Jones has struck out 3 times, and now he's questioning Bill Miller, especially the first pitch, the slider that was a strike.
Missed that one, and it's 0-2.
And with Nick Swisher coming out of the game, Ibanez coming in to replace him with Jones moving to right field. There's no platoon now with Jones and Ibanez.
Good slider, but just missed, I guess. 1-2.
There he is, Eric Chavez, to hit for Knicks.
Swing and a miss on a high slider. So Andrew Jones 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. So 2 outs.
Well, he took a slider that might have been a strike anyway, then swung at a slider that was out of the strike zone.
Jason Nix.
No, it's not Nick, it's Eric Chavez.
So Chavez will hit. And the first pitch is low.
A correction on the batter, number 12, Eric Chavez.
Chavez was 0 for 2 last night. And he hits a big chopper. Sogard handles it. His throw is offline. The tag is put on Chavez. Nice play by Brandon Moss. Side retired. Cano with a leadoff homer. So we're tied 2-2 headed to the bottom of the ninth.
Creek Casino Resort on Friday, August the 17th. All participants that purchase a special ticket for this event will receive an exclusive Filipino heritage beanie and a traditional food item served in the Westside Club. Throwing out the ceremonial first pitch will be boxing champion Nodito, the Filipino Flash, Donaire Jr. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com/Filipino.
So Josh Reddick will lead things off. And he's going to face a left-hander, Clay Rapata. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Rapata, 2-0 with a 2.55 ERA. Left-handers hitting 164 against him. And there's a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. So you wonder if this is a one-hitter appearance for Rapata. Cano is now at second base. Nix is out. Reddick is 3 for 4. 2 doubles and a single. And there's a fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
If Cano's in the game, there's no DH now, as the pitcher has to be hitting in that spot in the batting order. With Xavi pinch hitting for Nix. Cano, and they went for defense, understandably, and wanted to put the pitcher in the spot.
And that's really not that big of a deal,
no,
because it just becomes a pinch hit spot. The game would have to really go deep into extra innings for it to become an issue. 1-2 pitch, way outside. Cespedes will be next, and then Gomes. Reddick swing and a miss. Slider that actually kind of stayed inside. So Reddick strikes out. That's the 9th time an A's hitter has struck out.
A slider and a very good location on the slider, outside corner. Caught a lot of the plate.
So we got a pitching change. The sidewinder Epley's coming in. Game set against the Yankees. Jared Parker, Phil Hughes is your pitching matchup. Our coverage begins at 5:30 with A's pregame live. Remember, complete A's coverage every night on Sportsnet Central and CSNCalifornia.com. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet. So, plenty of excitement tonight. A little disappointment right now for the A's, as they had the 2-1 lead going to the 9th inning, but Robinson Cano with the opposite field home run. So we're looking for some heroics here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out. Cody Epley comes in. Talked a lot about how good the A's bullpen is. Yankees bullpen's pretty good.
Yeah.
And they've gotten good work from not necessarily their big name guys. You saw Rapata. And this guy, Cody Epley. He's sidewinder. Tough at bat on a right-handed hitter, and it's Cespedes followed by Gomes.
So it's a little bit like the great Jeff Nelson, who pitched for the New York Yankees World Championship team. Pitched for the Mariners, then went to the Yankees. Especially the way Epley slings the ball. Maybe you can sling one, leave it in the middle of the plate.
Well, the Yankees have used 4 relievers now.
Against the Dodgers, swung on, gone. Line drive down the left field line, a walk-off. That was his first walk-off of his career. Norris, Hicks, Carter, been a few of them. They're big home runs for walk-offs.
There's a shot base hit center field. Another hit for Cespedes. He is 4 for 5, and nothing's cheap. Man, is he hot.
Yeah, tremendous bat speed again, and the outfield of the Yankees normally playing shallow, respecting the power of Cespedes, but also a no doubles defense. Got the foot down, and amazingly how quickly he gets the bat through the hitting zone. Watch this ball take off his bat. but Granderson playing very deep, able to cut it off.
Ray, he is 18 for his last 31.
Well, he's hitting like he will be the player of the week, the way he's going. Our player of the month, that is, our player of the week.
So here's Johnny Gomes. Cespedes, he's already got a stolen base tonight. That was back in the 3rd inning. So that option comes into play.
Again, the outfield very, very deep. There's no doubles. After seeing the Yankees outfield play shallow earlier in the game last night, now can't even see them in the outfield. They're road gray uniforms. Trying to get hit on the knee.
Well, you understand what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
But it also could help you get a 1st to 3rd situation.
Oh, if there's a base hit, you'd have to almost be assured to be a 1st and 3rd. And if a ball is hit in the gap, doesn't mean the Cespedes can't score. Remember, Mike Gallegos, one of the most aggressive third base coaches in the league. So he is able to spot the outfielders. The ball is hit their direction.
And that's that hard sinker, and that one on the inside corner for a strike.
CA's third base coach, former Yankee second baseman. Some great stories about the late boss, George Steinbrenner.
Hayes with 9 walk-off wins this year.
Carter has one of them. Pinch hit, 3-run home run.
And that one outside, and now it's 3-1 to go. Epley does have 12 walks in 26 innings, which is a fairly high amount.
He stayed with the fastball except for the slider he threw to Cespedes, and he hit a ringing single to left center. But Johnny Gomes, they have been fastballs. One almost hit his left knee, which he would have taken one for the team.
Gomes. That pitch really diving down and into the right-handed hitter.
Not much you can do with it except that. And sinker ball pitcher in Epley, but you'd have to think that Cespedes will be on the move. If a ground ball is hit, Cespedes is running to stay out of a possible double play. Just to get a good enough jump that if it's swing and miss, he has to steal it.
He's not running, and it's bounced slowly in the hole. Jeter, and it takes a weird hop, and everybody's safe. It was a big chopper, and then it just leveled out, and it was going to be a hard play for Jeter, whatever happened. So give Gomes an infield hit.
And fortunately, with Cespedes not running, this is the danger. The only play Jeter was going to have was a second base, but you're right, it hit something and took a weird hop right there, and he's able to catch the ball, but it looked like it was going to be the high up. Probably wouldn't have had a chance to get either runner. But if the runner from first is on the move, a ball like that, the only play is going to be to first base, and Jeter wouldn't have made it. So now the outfield has to come in because they play no doubles. Then a base hit would score the runner from second easily. Now they have to play in normal position.
No, Brandon Moss will try to be a hero. He's 1 for 4. Epley, quick look, and the first pitch is lined to right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Andrew Jones. They're waving home Cespedes. The throw to the plate, not in time, and the ball game's over. Moss wins it for the Athletics, and they will walk off for the 10th time this year. So most in the majors, the 10th walk-off win. So Moss, why wait around? He took a rip at the first pitch, and with Cespedes and his great speed, there really wasn't much of a play at the plate, and he slides home. So the A's beat the Yankees for the second night in a row. The final score is 3-2. So just more excitement here at the Coliseum in front of 24,148.
And Kite, like you said, great jump by Cespedes, great speed, and he went on contact. A little bit of a tough time because there's only one out, but he read it perfectly and was able to score easily. Jones charged it, but no chance to throw him out. But Johnny Gomes, a great at bat, two great at bats for Johnny Gomes. This time a base hit, the previous one with a walk, but what a game again.
Indeed, we're getting used to it. It's fun.
They set it up perfectly. I don't think, well, Cano hits the home run. It just sets it up perfectly.
So Brandon Moss is standing by downstairs. Brandon, congratulations. We think it was just let Cano hit the home run so we can have some more fun. But how much fun are you guys having right now?
That was a great game right there. Tommy, he pitched unbelievable. Nova, he pitched really good. He got himself out of a few jams and did a really good job himself and kept his team in it, and they battled back. And right there we just battled and tried to get guys on, and then right there I was just trying to stay aggressive but not hit a ground ball.
What happened to your jersey?
I got it ripped off. It got ripped off. I think Johnny got it.
What a surprise.
Well, you didn't waste any time at the first pitch hitting from Epley, and you had the bases loaded twice tonight with 2 outs, but aggressive at this at bat. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, my.
Here's the play at the plate, and with, like you said, that great speed by Cespedes, you really have no chance. But it's always a good dugout shot.
Look at Bob Melvin. He wants to coach third base. Let's go, and happy with 5 games over 500, and so many great things happening tonight. And Brandon, I understand you're able to recover.
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
All right, you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Watch out. There's another one coming.
You may want to be heads up.
Look out. Just move off a little bit. Here it comes. Move out of the way. Attaboy. Tommy Malone, it's unfortunate for someone to pitch as well as he did. Can you hear us?
I think another microphone is history.
Somebody's going to be charged a lot of money for those microphones. That's 2. But Tommy Malone, a great job of pitching. 10 strikeouts. He was unbelievable. And so many runners left on base. And the runners in scoring position was horrible tonight. They left 14 on base tonight, but yet they went a ball game. And I think that says a lot about this club, to have all those negatives but come out with a positive and a big win.
And you also feel like we've seen so many walk-offs now. I got to believe, okay, Cano hits the home run. There's certainly disappointment, but when you win so many games late, I think you have that confidence, like, okay, just get us back in the dugout and we'll try to win this thing again, and that's exactly what happened.
I think they would have preferred, and Ryan Cook would disagree. He wants to get the save for Tommy Malone, but all those things happening, and it's almost as if it's scripted. Tie the game in the 9th, the A's will come back. Don't want to do that starting next week on the road because it's reversed, but the club is playing excellent baseball, a lot of confidence, and I think it showed with Brandon Moss coming up in those situations. Remember, he had the bases loaded twice with 2 outs, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, but he's an aggressive hitter, and he showed that coming up in the 9th inning with the go-ahead run at second base.
So the A's have now won 7 out of 8. They're 49-44, and they remain a half game out of that second.
I know if anybody can do it, you can do it.
That's right. Keep you updated. So more fun tonight at the Coliseum. We're getting used to it. 3-2 is the final. The A's beat the Yankees on Brandon Moss, his RBI single in the bottom of the 9th inning. You've been watching Oakland A's baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group. Don't go away. A's postgame live with Brody Brazil, and Fernando Vina is set to go from the studio. 3-2. A's win it in walk-off fashion.